I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song.
A lot of people said to me, Tony, why are you having Alex Stein on? You know he's going to pull some shit.
Let him pull some shit.
Can you hear me now? No, are you kidding? I'm the biggest Greg Opie Hughes fan in the world. These people are, I hate the Dabbleverse. I'm telling you, the Dabbleverse is the worst place on the internet. I know I'm going to get a lot of kickback for this, but I mean, I'm on your side, Opie, when it comes to the Dabbleverse. It is an absolute disaster to even be a part of it. Trust me.
I don't even follow the Dabbleverse. They try to pull.
I know. That's why I would go on your show, because you're anti-Dabbleverse. But they try to drag you into it. They try to drag me into it. I hate it so much.
Wait, they're trying to drag you in for real?
Well, I mean, just always, Kevin, a guy that I was always nice to, just took all these shots at me for no reason, literally no reason. I didn't even do anything to him.
Right.
And he kind of apologized, but I just don't even want to go on his show because it's just not worth it. And then I've been watching a little bit. They've been having that prostitute on, Scarlett Hampton, and it's just been so bad. I mean, it's really sad.
I honestly don't know any of this shit. All I know the basic stuff. Let me tell you something. They do well. A bunch of those shows do well. But you told me when I ran into you at a Trump rally.
Or that was when he got indicted, right? Well, it wasn't a rally. It was him going to jail. What was that again? What was the big deal?
I was live streaming on the streets of New York, and Trump came to town because he had to show up in court or something. I'm like, I'll check it out. It's like 10, 12 blocks from here. And I went, and next thing I know, I hear this guy, Opie, I'm not. And I know who you are, dude. You're fucking massively huge. I thought back in the Opie and Anthony days that I had balls. You fucking have the biggest balls going out there by far. So we met, and then I got one video. It's quick. We met, and then Alex decided. Let me see. Alex decides he's got to put a MAGA hat on me. Let me just play this real fast.
That was a funny clip. That's a funny clip.
Let me see.
Opie,
what's up? Oh, no, that's the other one.
I'm Alex Stein. I'm the guy who's making you my show. They want to flip up with Opie. I'm with Opie. Oh, my God, I got to get this.
No, you ain't taking my picture, Alex.
I'm with secret Trump supporter Greg Hughes. Put on your MAGA hat here. Can you see that? Look. I'm with Greg Hughes and his MAGA hat. Let's go, MAGA.
All right, bro. Now that I met you, I'm going to do your show.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God! I just realized I never did your show after I met you, bro. I'm sorry.
Well, you can do my other show, but so this is why I'm such a fan of Opie and Anthony. I was a big Howard Stern mark for forever, and Howard used to bash you guys, obviously. But then that's why I started listening, and then I really liked your show with Jim. I became an Opie and Anthony fan. So I've been a fan, obviously, of Anthony, Jim, you, since the Sirius radio days. So, and I'm friends with Bubba the Love Sponge. I love Bubba. I always liked his show, and he likes you a lot. So.
Well, Bubba, see, I burnt every bridge. I'm a problem. I'll be the first to admit it. And me and Bubba started doing some stuff. Then he got excited. He's like, I'm going to go to Howard Stern and tell him that, I'm going to try to get a show together with you, and we're going to put it on Sirius XM. And I'm like, dude, that is not going to work. And I never heard from him again.
Wow.
He likes you.
He talks good about you. He talks good about
you. No, I
you.
love the guy. I would love to get him back on this. But I just want to mention the Dabbleverse really fast. You can't deny that some of those guys do well, but I don't know where it leads to, because you got talent that goes past just trashing fucking people. And the Dabbleverse is based on an old Opie and Anthony bit, right? It's based on Jocktober, where you find someone just. Yeah, you could find the weakness. I could find the weakness with you if I really wanted to.
Of course. People make fun of me, of course.
If I watched enough of your stuff, I would find a couple clips where you weren't as good as, you are, whatever. And then you just focus on that, and then you make the guy look like a complete asshole. It's right out of the Opie and Anthony fucking playbook. It was called Jocktober. But the problem with the Jocktober thing, when we did it, we knew you could only do it for about a month, and it gets tiring and old. So I don't know what these guys do when they're not trashing each other.
I have to agree with you. And, you're right. Some of these guys are making a living. But even Kevin, though, Kevin has a stream every day for 1,000 days in a row. I mean, he's basically one of those like Aiden Ross streamers. He because it's like a slot machine, right? Every time he turns on the stream, you know, he's hoping that he makes some money, and he does well. Like you said, you know, I'm not throwing, you know, shade about that. We all got to make a living, but it's like just so toxic. At some point, I just don't know if it's worth it to just constantly be negative like that. I just, you know,
I would love to see some of those guys just spin out and just start doing something else. You know what I mean? But whatever. Dude, you got the biggest fucking balls in the world. What do you think would be your biggest prank out there?
Well, my AOC video is my biggest one.
Well, when you called her,
I called her a big booty Latina, and and that one just blew up on the internet. But honestly, I don't even think that it's that I'm that brave. It's just like I think I have ADHD, and I just like attention, and I'm just a sicko, and this is it. It's hard to go into a room as a comedian and make everybody like you. You know, that it takes a certain talent, but it's not that hard to go in a room and make everybody hate you. And I kind of realize that that's easier to do. And people like that on the internet. People like cringe content for whatever reason. And so I've just been able to be successful in that. But I like you said earlier, you know, I don't want to just make stupid videos. I've been filling in on WBAP, the local station here in Dallas, and I think Cumulus is gonna offer me a job. And
oh, nice.
I'm working for, you know, Real America's Voice. But my point is, I wanted to be like you guys forever. I wanted to be like Opie. I wanted to be like Anthony. I wanted to be like Howard even. And you know, I don't really love Howard anymore now that he's in the Epstein files. What do you think about that? Do you think he was doing any weird stuff with Jeffrey Epstein?
I mean, I doubt it. He's
too. I don't think
he's a germaphobe, dude. The whole Epstein file thing is really interesting because obviously Jeffrey Epstein had a lot of fucking power, and that meant he got a lot of people together. And my whole rap on that is everyone that you see in the files didn't do something. But I think, but it's hard to believe that they didn't know what was going on with this fucking guy.
Well, they knew, but the guy was a billionaire. They thought he was just super influential, and that's just how these A-list celebrities operate. I mean, I do agree with you. Like, not everybody that was hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile, but some of them were. And then the latest leaks, they're talking about jerky, and I didn't even know this.
Pizza.
Jerky is a code word for cannibal eating a human. Yeah,
right.
I didn't even know that. And I called into Howard in 2016. I have a clip. It's on my Twitter. And when Pizzagate was going crazy, and that's back when I was listening to a show every day, and I got through, and I remember Gary picked up. I'm like, I want to ask about Pizzagate. He's like, I'll put you right through. And Howard just disregarded it as a nothing burger. But now, 10 years later, it looks like there are elite people that were doing weird stuff with kids on airplanes, on islands. So, you know, I feel vindicated, I guess.
Dirty Jersey. Dirty Jersey rat. Dirty Jersey rat. Dirty Jersey.
You broke my heart, Dirty Jersey. You broke my heart. Mainly by including Granny. That's my main issue.
You know what? You weren't. I know that your ass was not going to bring this up.